John Thoma, your corner man at Infinity Spine Center. Today, what we're gonna do is be talking about the dirty in the bedroom. Not the dirty that you're thinking about. What we're talking about when we say dirty are the electromagnetic fields in the bedroom. Specifically today, what we're gonna be talking about are the electrical fields. These fields are gonna be created from the wires, from appliances. It's gonna be created by the wires running through your walls. And what happens is that creates a voltage on your body. And the important thing about that is we have these proteins that line our cells that are voltage gated. So what ends up happening is these proteins end up opening up and allowing certain ions to rush into the cell. And what ends up happening is a whole cascade of effect. And what happens is we get oxidative stress and damage to the DNA. And what that ends up, when that goes on for long enough chronically, then we end up with things like autoimmune this and that. We end up with cardiovascular disease. We end up with neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the voltage that's created in a typical room. We have everything set up in this volunteer's home that we've gone into, and we're testing it for body voltage. So check this out. So here's the body voltage meter. You can see that it is 5 right now. And why that's important is several different organizations that are somewhat concerned with your health recommend that your body voltage measurement be 1 volt or lower, and then when you sleep they recommend that it's a half a volt or lower. And so 5 is exceptionally high, especially for a sleeping environment. And if you look at the meter, when I start playing on this computer, you can see that it goes up to 51 volts. And 51 volts, I don't think I need to tell you, but that's gonna fry some sperm and it's gonna scramble some eggs. What you can do, one thing that you can do to offset that is to ground your computer or ground yourself. I'll show you what happens with the measurements when we ground the computer. So we have this electrical ground. I'm just gonna put it right into the USB, and you're gonna see that when I start working on the computer, it actually is just 0.1 volts, which is awesome. But please don't be confused. Don't be confused, because this thing is also putting out radiofrequency waves, and it's also putting out an a magnetic field that also has an effect on your cells. What this meter is measuring is just the electrical field. So I want to show you one other thing, and it is going to be a game changer for your sleep at night and how you can mitigate electromagnetic frequencies in your bedroom. Get rid of the dirty. We cut the circuit breaker. We didn't just shut off all the lights and that. What we did was we cut the circuit breaker to the bedroom, and you can see that my body voltage has actually decreased to 0.03 of a volt. So that is significantly lower than what we had before and lower than what is considered safe by many organizations. Another question that I get is whether or not grounding through an electrical plug is beneficial. So what I'll show you is when I ground through this electrical ground and I touch this, you can actually see that my body voltage actually doubles. So it may actually not be beneficial for you to ground in the environment that you're at. It could actually increase your body voltage. So what I recommend that you do is get tested. Get your room tested for the dirty. Find an electrical engineer that is specialized in electromagnetic measurements, and get rid of the dirty in your bedroom.